All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Top Line. It's your boy Chris, and I hope everybody's having a great thirsty Thursday. This is just water, guys. I promise. This is just water. But real quick, man. So breaking news, man. Breaking news. Dan Quinn has officially accepted the job as the Washington Commanders head coach. Well. Listen, I don't know. I don't know what to take about that. Now, this has been the old Washington regime. I've been singing my song. Another one bites the dust. Hey, another one bites the dust. But because I think that they're changing things around over there, man. In Washington, I think. First of all, let's not act like their defense is all garbage, because it's not. I mean, they got an excellent front four. We know what Dan Quinn can do with a secondary, so it's a good hire for them. And at the same time, for my Dallas Cowboys, I promise this is just water. But for my Dallas Cowboys, you got a problem. You got a problem. Because now there's been rumored that Ron Rivera is their, so it's pretty much like they switching, you know. It's rumored to be their lead candidate for defensive coordinator, although that's not confirmed. But that's been the rumor. So Dan Quinn leaves your all world defensive coordinator. Not me personally. Dan Quinn kind of lost me in that last game when all of a sudden they've been playing man all year and they want to play zone in the playoffs. Like, why? You look at, and I can't understand for the life of me why teams do this. Why don't you do what brought you to the party? You look at the Baltimore Ravens, the best running offense in the NFL. They get to the playoffs and want to become a passing team. You look at the Cowboys, man defense all year. That's what buttered your bread. Get to the playoffs, now you want to play zone. So Dan Quinn kind of lost me there, but do I think this is gonna be a big loss for the Cowboys? Yes. I mean, the defense was the number one turnover defense for multiple years. If you remember what we was prior to Dan Quinn, then again, man, listen. See, you better hope whoever your defensive coordinator come in and better do a good job. Because now this can work out so bad for Dak Prescott. Because now if your defense can't create turnovers and hold teams within a certain amount of points, you finna ask Dak to go win you some games. Let me reiterate that, ladies and gentlemen. You finna ask Dak Prescott to go win the games. Because your defense ain't able to hold up. And if that's the case, well, that's why it's as much as I want to, say so much, I just do not see the light at the end of the tunnel, man. You lose Dan Quinn, your defensive coordinator. Like I said, he killed me in the playoffs. I didn't understand it. But he was, at a minimum, we say he was a good defensive coordinator. Compared to where we were, he was a good defensive coordinator. Right? Okay. So you have that. Now that's gone. You got a quarterback who been interception prone, had a bunch of interceptions. Mike McCarthy, who Jerry Jones is deeming the Dak Whisperer for some reason, fixed that and he didn't have as many interceptions. And that's great. But you also was able to take what the defense give you, take your shots, but not, get the ball out quick. All those things, because your defense held up most of the year. Now, against good teams, debatable. But you got the defense held up. But now if that defense, and wait, first of all, let's hope the defense is better. That's first of all. Let's hope the defense is better. Whoever they get in there, stop the darn run. Please stop the run. That's number one. You gotta stop the run. I don't care if it run Rivera, river boat, fly, drive down the river. I don't care who it is. the emphasis got to be on stopping the run. And look, they did that in Washington. They got them big boys up front, and that's what the Cowboys need, some big boys up front. It's gonna be interesting. We'll find out who the Cowboys hire in Dan Quinn replacement. But I will say, man, this can be big, and if they don't get the right guy that can take this kind of take this defense to another level, or at least keep them where they at, then you gotta say you finna put a lot more pressure on the offense, which nobody wants. You want to balance that thing out, man. I got mixed reactions. Like I said, I think Dan Quinn, I think he's a good defensive coordinator. But if you remember what the Cowboys were before Dan Quinn, that's something that helped him look amazing. Because before Dan Quinn, we had patchwork. Patchwork here, patchwork there. Take this Lane Kiffin, Rob Marinelli, take all them. Oh, God. It was bad. It was bad. But on the flip side of that, right. Yeah, that's what I said. But on the flip side of that, maybe they can upgrade that defensive coordinator. But you got to start with stopping the run. We've been had this same problem for year on year on year on year on year. If you could, listen, Stephon Gilmore wasn't the best. I mean, he ain't the all-pro, the shutdown, close to shutdown. I don't think it was a complete shutdown corner, but close to shutdown corner he was in his prime. But now if you keep him, you get Diggs back this year. You still got Bland. You got some secondary. Whoever the defensive coordinator come in for the Cowboys has to be the focus. Have to focus on the run game and getting those big boys up front and getting some size on that defense. One of the things you notice is when it comes to those guys just got pushed around. They got pushed around, man. So we'll see how all this pans out for Washington. Look, Dan Quinn is a hell of a defensive coordinator. Now, head coach, hey, I can't say that. Let me take that back. He did get that Atlanta Falcons to the Super Bowl. Let me shut my mouth. Because he did get them to the Super Bowl. So you bring in somewhere that's a Super Bowl winner as a coordinator and made it to a Super Bowl as a coach. So, hey, look like the Washington Commanders are moving in the right direction. New ownership group, bringing in, again, gotta like Dan Quinn, man. I think they got some pieces. They definitely got a receiving core. They got a D-line. You got to find out your quarterback situation. But, hey, man, we'll see how it all pans out, man. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, you got to be great, man.